Good morning, student. Today we are going to discussing about an important concept is megasporogenesis. What is meant by megasporogenesis? The process of formations of megaspores from megaspore mother cell through meiosis division is called megasporogenesis. Further to formations of megaspores, which type of the division is involved? Meiosis division. During the development of the ovule, in the beginning of this process, nucellus develops from the placenta in the form of small, rounded, outgrowth like structure. Yes, yet this stage, all the cells of nucellus differentiated, homogeneous and meristematic. The ploidy of the nucellus is 2n. Here, this mass of cells are surrounded by a thick layer is also known as epidermis. Here, one important point is towards the micropylar end. This is micropylar end, this is the chalager end. Towards micropylar end, below the epidermis, exactly at the hypodermal position, of one of the nucellus cells differentiated and matured. This differentiated and matured nucellus cells are act as a archisporial cell. In this way, inside of the nucellus, inside of the ovule, the archisporial cells are developed. The ploidy of the archisporial cell is 2n. The archisporial cell developed towards micropylar end. The archisporial cells developed from any one of the nucellus cells. Later, the archisporial cell, it undergoes periclinal division to form two cells. What is meant by periclinal division? For example, this is a archisporial cell. The archisporial cell, it undergoes periclinal division. In that time, two cells are formed at a time either side of the archisporial cell. Two cells are formed either side of the archisporial cell. This is called periclinal division. This is upper side of the cell. The upper side of the cell is also known as parietal cell. The ploidy of the parietal cell is 2n, diploid. The lower side of the cell is also known as sporogenous cells. The ploidy of the sporogenous cells is diploid. What about the main important characteristic features of parietal cell and sporogenous cell? What is the main functions of the parietal cell? The parietal cell, it undergoes many number of the divisions and add the new cells to the nucellus. Later, the sporogenous cells are directly act as a megaspore mother cells. The sporogenous cells are directly act as a megaspore mother cell. The ploidy of the megaspore mother cell is diploid. In this way, inside of the ovule, megaspore mother cells are developed. Inside of the nucellus, megaspore mother cells are developed. In our NCERT textbook, given the matter from megaspore mother cell. How do megaspore mother cells are developed? The megaspore mother cells are developed like that in this manner. This is how to megaspore mother cells are developed inside of the ovule or inside of the nucellus. Right, next one. You know that how to develop the megaspore mother cell inside of the ovule. This is a megaspore mother cell. The megaspore mother cell, it undergoes meiosis division to form linear megaspore tetrad. Here, you know that in that meiosis division, two types of the divisions are present. Meiosis 1 division, meiosis 2 division. Initially, the megaspore mother cell, it undergoes meiosis 1 division to form megaspore diet. How many megaspores are formed inside of the ovule? 2. That is nothing but megaspore diet. The megaspore diet. Later, these two megaspores it involved meiosis 2 division to form linear megaspore tetrad. You know that tetrad means 4. How many megaspores are developed inside of the ovule? 4. During the explanations of microsporogenesis, four polar grains or 4 microspores are attached to each other. That is called tetrahedral microspores. Tetrahedral microspores. Like that, in megasporogenesis, linear megaspore tetrads are formed. The ploidy of the megaspore is haploid. Yeah, this is also one of the important bits. Later, here, this is nothing but micropillar's site. This is a charger site. Totally 4 megaspores are formed. The micropillar side of 3 megaspores are degenerate. The lower side of the megaspore, especially the charged end of the megaspore, is act as a functional megaspore. This is nothing but a functional megaspore. Which side of the megaspores are degenerate? Micropillar side of the megaspores are degenerate. Which side of the megaspore is act as a functional megaspore? Charged end of the megaspore is act as a functional megaspore. Later, the functional megaspore, it undergoes many number of the divisions and finally developed into embryo sac or female gametophyte. How to female gametophyte or how to embryo sac is developed? That is nothing but development of the female gametophyte or development of the embryo sac. Later. Right, next one is how to, from that functional megaspore, female gametophyte or embryo sac is developed. It is one of the important aspect regarding to CET examination as well as NEET examination. Different types of NEET questions are arised in this aspect. Very, very important concept. Here, the megaspore mother cell, it undergoes meiosis division to form 4 megaspores. Out of 4 megaspores, the micropylor side of 3 megaspores are degenerate. The chalager side of the megaspore is act as a functional megaspore. From this functional megaspore, embryo sac is developed. In majority of the flowering plant, the 3 megaspores are degenerate. 1 megaspore is act as a functional megaspore. From this functional megaspore, female gametophyte is developed. The embryo sac or the female gametophyte developed from the single megaspore. The type of the embryo sac is also known as monosporic type of the embryo sac. What is meant by monosporic type of embryo sac? The embryo sac developed from single megaspore. The type of the embryo sac is also known as monosporic type of embryo sac. This is one functional megaspore. The functional megaspore, it consisting of dense cytoplasm, and a big nucleus is present. The nucleus of the megaspore, it undergoes first mitotic division to form 2 nucleus exactly developed at the central place of the embryo sac. Later, these 2 nucleus are moved towards to opposite pole to form 2 nucleated embryo sac. This is a 2 nucleated embryo sac. Later, the 2 nucleus, it follow the 2 successive mitotic division to form 4 nucleated embryo sac. This is a second mitotic division. This is a third mitotic division. This is a first mitotic time. This is a second mitotic time or second mitotic generation. After complete the second mitotic time or second mitotic generation, 4 nucleated embryo sac is formed. This is a 4 nucleated embryo sac. Later, these 4 nucleus, it follow the 4 sequential mitotic division. 4 sequential mitotic division to form 8 nucleated embryo sac. This is a 4th mitotic division. This is a 5th mitotic division. This is a 6th mitotic division. This is a 7th mitotic division. Here, this is also known as third mitotic time. Here must and should remember the one of the important aspect is how many mitotic divisions are required for the formations of 8 nucleated embryo sac. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 mitotic divisions are required for the formations of 8 nucleated embryo sac. Next one, how many mitotic times overall, how many mitotic generations are required for the formations of 8 nucleated embryo sac? First mitotic time, second mitotic time, third mitotic time. Otherwise, first mitotic generation, second mitotic generation, third mitotic generation. Here this is also one of the important point. Here one more important point is, if you clearly observe this development of the embryo sac, here nucleus of the megaspore, it undergoes free nuclear division. It undergoes free nuclear division, but not followed the immediate cell wall formation. Immediate cell wall formation. But I know that, for example, this is one cell. After complete the mitotic division, two cells are formed. Here the surrounding places of the nucleus cell wall is formed. In that condition, we will decide that is act as a cell. Here nucleus is formed, but there is no formations of a cell wall. That's why these nucleus are not cells. One more same point. Here the nucleus of the functional megaspore, it undergoes many number of karyokinesis division, but not followed by the cytokinesis division. What is meant by karyokinesis? The division of the nucleus is called karyokinesis. The division of the cytoplasm is called cytokinesis. After complete the karyokinesis, immediately followed by the cytokinesis, during that time, one cell is converted into two cells. Here karyokinesis is occurred, but not followed by the cytokinesis division. Because of this condition, here 8 nucleated embryo sac is formed. Here in that 8 nucleated embryo sac, 4 nucleus are located towards microfilary end. 4 nucleus are located towards chalagel end. Out of 4 nucleus of microfilary end, one nucleus is moved towards to central place. This nucleus is also known as micropylar nucleus. Here 4 nucleus are located towards chalagel end. Out of 4 nucleus of chalagel end, one nucleus is migrated to central place. Later, these 2 nucleus are combined together to form secondary nucleus. Secondary nucleus. Actually here, this is also known as a polar cells. This is also known as a polar nucleus. The polar nucleus are combined together to form secondary nucleus. Here, after formations of the secondary nucleus exactly located in central cell, the 2 polar nuclei fused located within the central cell. This is known as the central cell. One more important point. Here, how many nucleus are located micropylar end? 3 nucleus are located micropylar end. That 3 nucleus are developed into egg apparatus. This is also known as egg apparatus. three nucleus are located towards Charles end. That three nucleus are developed into antipodals. Antipodals. Here in this way, 7-celled and 8-nucleated embryo sac is formed. Here clearly understand one of the important point is, out of 8 nucleus of the embryo sac, surrounding places of the 6 nucleus, cell wall is created. If cell wall is created, surrounding places of the nucleus, that is act as a one cell. Here 3 nucleus are located towards micropyle and surrounding places of 3 nucleus cell wall is formed, which constitute the egg apparatus. 3 nucleus are located towards micropyle and cell wall is created, which constitute the antipodals. Here, from here to here, this is a young embryo sac. This is nothing but a matured embryo sac. Next one. After complete the first mitotic division, how many nucleated embryo sac is formed? After complete the second mitotic division, how many nucleated embryo sac is formed? After complete the third mitotic times, how many nucleated embryo sac is formed? After complete the first mitotic time, 2 nucleated embryo sac is formed. After complete the second mitotic time, 4 nucleated embryo sac is formed. After complete the third mitotic time, 8 nucleated embryo sac is formed. This is a number of nucleus. 2 nucleated embryo sac, 4 nucleated embryo sac, 8 nucleated embryo sac. Next one, number of mitotic divisions. Here 1, here 1, here 2, here 4, here 4. Total number of mitotic divisions how many? Total number of mitotic division, here 1, here 2, here 4. For the formations of matured embryo sac, how many number of mitotic divisions are involved? Totally 7. Next one, number of mitotic times. Here 1, here 1, here 1. How many mitotic times or how many mitotic generations are required for the development of 7-celled and 8 nucleated embryo sac? 3 mitotic generations. Next one, how many spindle fibers are formed for the development of 7-celled and 8 nucleated embryo sac? Here, see this one. Here, this is one spindle fiber. Here, one spindle fiber. Here 1, 2. Here 2 spindle fibers. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 4 spindle fibers. Totally, how many spindle fibers are involved for the formations of 7-celled and 8 nucleated embryo sac? 7 spindle fibers. These 7 spindle fibers are mitotic spindle fibers. Later, this is one matured embryo sac. This is one matured embryo sac. This is microphyllary end. This is a Charles end. Here, how to the cells are arranged in matured embryo sac. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is totally one cell. Here this is a 7-celled Where is the 7 cells are present in that embryo sac? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is totally 1 cell. Totally 7 cells. 8 nucleated. 8 nucleated. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 nucleated. How to the cells are arranged in inside of the embryo sac? How to the cells are arranged in inside of the embryo sac? Here, cells arranged. Cells arranged. 3 plus 1 plus 3. Next one, nucleus arranged. Nucleus arranged. Here 3 plus 2 plus 3. Cells are arranged 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nucleus arranged 3 plus 2 plus 3. Next one. One more important point based on this concept. Different types of the bits are also asked in NEET examination. Here, this is one matured embryo sac. One matured embryo sac. In that matured embryo sac, this is one egg. These are 2 synergids. 2 synergids. This is a secondary nucleus. These are 3 antipodals. 3 antipodals. The ploidy of the egg is N. The ploidy of the synergy is N. The ploidy of the secondary nucleus is 2N. The ploidy of the antipodals are also N. You know that N means haploid, 2N means diploid. Right? If you clearly observe this diagram, here, how many spindle fibers are involved for the formations of matured embryo sac from megaspore mother cell? How many spindle fibers are involved for the formations of matured embryo sac from megaspore mother cell? See this one here. This is a matured embryo cell. This is a megaspore mother cell. For the formation here, for the formations of 4 megaspores, 3 spindle fibers are involved. 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4. Totally how many spindle fibers? 10 spindle fibers. 10 spindle fibers. One more question. How many meiosis divisions are involved for the formations of one embryo sac? One meiosis division. How many meiosis and how many mitotic divisions are involved for the formations of matured embryo sac? One meiosis division, 7 mitotic divisions. 7 mitotic divisions. How many meiosis division involved for the formations of one egg? One meiosis division. How many meiosis division involved for the formations of 2 synergids? 2 synergid, 1 meiosis. How many meiosis divisions are involved for the formations of 3 antipodals? 1 meiosis division. How many meiosis divisions are involved for the formations of 1 female gametophyte? 1 meiosis division. Next one. Here this is nothing but micropylar end. This is nothing but a chalagen end. How many mitotic divisions are involved towards micropylar end for the formations of embryo sac? See this one here. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. How many mitotic divisions are involved towards micropylar and for the formations of embryo cell? 3. How many mitotic divisions are involved towards chalazary and for the formations of embryo cell? 1, 2, 3. This is actually, this mitotic division exactly occurred at the middle portion. Are you not considered this mitotic division? This is about the development of female gametophyte, development of embryo sac. Thank you all of you.